Hi everyone. I'm gonna wait a few seconds and get going, but I want to reflect a little bit about mindset and stress responses and how our subconscious programs can sabotage our healing. Because a lot of the time, when we bypass step one in the order of healing, which is mindset, we won't fully heal. And here's why. Your mindset is everything. I always say, wait, thoughts go, energy flows. And there was a saying that came to me earlier this week, and it was something along the lines of thought and vibrational energy are the molecules that the universe was built upon. And that's absolutely true. Everything that we see started with energy, and energy turned into matter, and then we see the matter. It's that formula, E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light. So everything that you see is just energy at a really fast pace. It's like the atom. All right, let's talk about atoms really fast, because we think atoms are these really compact molecules, but this is the true anatomy of an atom. So if you guys can imagine a football stadium, if you guys live in Utah, imagine the BYU football stadium. And in the middle of that football stadium at the center is a grain of rice, one grain of rice. All right. And let's say this is a hydrogen atom. So it's one grain of rice. And then we have one piece of sand rotating that football stadium. All right. So the grain of rice in the middle of the stadium is your proton. And then the sand, that one piece of sand rotating the stadium, like all around the stadium, that's your electron. All right. So that is the proper anatomical sizing of an atom, obviously on a much bigger scale. So 99.999999999% of atoms is actually empty space. So when you're looking at everything, we're mostly empty space moving at really fast speeds. So going back to Einstein's formula, E equals mc squared, energy equals mass times the speed of light. All right, so everything starts with energy. Where thoughts go, energy flows. Energy can then turn into word, and word can turn into action. All right. So I want to go back to mindset. When we are young, we are unfortunately given very subconsciously from people around us, these programs that actually don't belong to us. They can be harmful. We can pick them up from other people. But a lot of the time there are self-worth programs like, I'm not worthy of love, or I'm only lovable if I'm giving love, or I'm only useful if I'm serving people, or I need to make sure I'm doing X, Y, and Z in order to be valued in society. And so what we end up doing over our lives is we end up hemorrhaging our energy. And so we have these subconscious programs that don't serve us. And over time, when we start hemorrhaging our energy, we start feeling tired, we start feeling sick, and our bodies kind of follow the pattern of what our thought processes, where they take us. So the past 2 weeks, we've been doing this Master Your Subconscious workshop, and it's been super beautiful because we've spent hours with 20 women unpacking these negative thought processes, these negative belief systems that didn't serve them, that they picked up when they were children, and we've started to re-engineer them. And we've given them tools to help them learn about all the lies that they've been telling themselves in their life. And it's been beautiful to see these women make complete changes in their lives, from recognizing toxic relationships to toxic friendships to toxic thought patterns that actually don't belong to them. It's been so beautiful. And what I wanted to share with you guys, and what I shared with them today, is this piece of advice. Because if we bypass mindset, and a lot of us do, because we actually don't want to face our demons, we don't want to face our shadow self, because facing the energy that got us here in the first place actually means we have to take accountability for being sick. And we have to recognize that it was us that got us sick in the first place, unconsciously. And so doing the work to consciously and to consciously reprogram a subconscious thought pattern takes a lot of work, and takes a lot of accountability, and takes a lot of humility. Anyways, I digress. So what I told the people doing this mindset class and what I want to tell you guys is this. Let's say you bypass mindset, all right? And subconsciously you have these thought patterns of, I actually don't, oh, what dog, why are you, I have to show you guys this. Can I turn my camera around? How do I turn my camera around? Look at this. Like, hey, can you stop digging? Can you leave my lawn? Leave it. You're so, she's chasing she's chasing the shininess from the back of my phone, and she's like, leave it. Oh my gosh, guys, where was I? She just distracted me, and I don't want like holes in my lawn. It looks so good right now. Okay, so if you bypass mindset and you don't change these programs of worthiness, and you don't change these programs of self-love, because really, like, worthiness and self-love are high frequency vibrations, right? They're healing vibrations. Joy is a healing vibration. Love is a healing vibration. Self-love is the ultimate healing vibration. But if we are working at lower vibrations that actually break down our bodies and break down our energy and bring us down and like drain us to a point where we actually don't have energy to heal or repair our systems, if we are operating off of those systems, then what we end up doing is bypassing mindset and outsourcing our power to food, supplements, doctors, experts, right? And that's how we get stuck on this like medical merry-go-round. And we try all the supplements and we do all the things and we cut out all the foods, but we're also operating like that on a sympathetic dominant state. And the reason why we're in a sympathetic dominant state and what that is that's your fight or flight. All right. So your body is constantly in a stress response. Healing doesn't happen when you're in a stress response. And the reason why you're in a stress response is not because of the inflammation. It's because your thought processes got you there in the first place. Like, I'm not worthy of this. I'm not worthy of that. I have to go in order to be of value to society, to be of value to my children, to be of value to my spouse or my mom or my dad. That is not who we are. As eternal beings, as eternal souls, like, that is not a frequency or a vibration that is truly us. So when we are in disharmony, our bodies will tell us we're in disharmony by putting us in a stress response. All right. So now we're in this stress response, this sympathetic dominance because of these programs and these patterns that we picked up from childhood. All right. And then we go to a doctor or we go to a nutritionist. Hey, stop digging my lawn. Can you just leave it? My dog. And so we go to a doctor and we say, doctor, fix me. And they say, okay, cut out all these foods, take all these supplements, go AIP, do all the things. And so we go from a mindset of, I'm going to domesticate my body into healing by doing all of these things. But that's actually not a loving response either. That's a domestication. Our bodies will not be domesticated because that, one, they're smarter than us. And two, healing comes from a space of love, not like beating something into it, right? Not beating our bodies into healing. And so what happens is we do for a little bit until we run out of energetic bandwidth. And then our cortisol response goes up because we're a little bit stressed. And now we're more stressed because remember, we're trying to heal from a sympathetic dominant state. And then we're trying to do things that actually don't resonate with what our bodies actually need. Our bodies actually need love, and they actually need safety, and they need like self-care in a different way. So we start to do all of these hard like protocols and supplements and all of these things, and we get more stressed. And what happens when we get more stressed? Well, cortisol starts to spike. All right. And when cortisol spikes, that's when cravings start to kick in. That's when you start wanting to crave sugar and pastries and candy and soda. And so after a few weeks of doing your protocol, you start to binge eat or you start to cheat. And I even hate the word cheating because that comes with shame, and shame is not a healing frequency. So now we're cheating and now we feel ashamed. So we're cheating more and then we go more and more into sympathetic dominance. And then we feel terrible about ourselves. And we just self-sabotaged. And then what are the programs that we tell ourselves? I'm not smart. I don't have enough willpower. I'm not worthy. I'm not lovable. I'm actually not worthy of healing. So do you see how we had an energetic program in our bodies? I'm not worthy of love. I'm not doing all these things. It hurt our bodies. It manifested dis-ease or disease. And then we tried to bypass mindset enforce a program, and then that program just enforced the original belief system of I'm actually not worthy of love because I don't have enough willpower, and I'm not strong enough, and I'm actually not worthy of healing, and I actually can't heal, and I actually don't have that much power. Do you see how it turned into this like positive feedback loop of like negativity? So I told my mindset people in this workshop, I said, as you guys start to do the mindset work, you will actually find that your cravings will come down, because as you shift your mindset to a loving mindset and you start picking up the lies and re-engineering them into truths. It was a whole program that we taught them. As they start doing the work, they will see their stress response will come down. They will go from sympathetic dominance to parasympathetic system response. So they'll feel calm. They won't have cortisol coursing through their bodies anymore. So they will crave less sugar. They'll crave less carbs. They'll feel calm even more. And they'll start craving foods that are healing to their bodies, because they will be so present in their body that their body will tell them what they want to eat. And their body won't be telling them what they want to eat from a stress response. So do you guys see how that works? This is why mindset is number one, you guys, because we can't go against a program in our body that's telling us one thing, but we're trying to do something else. We have to go back and fix the program, the mindset, the subconscious program that has gotten us in this state in the first place. And what's been super beautiful too in this mindset workshop is, as we are getting to know each other, we members, people who are doing the mindset workshop, they're recognizing that these toxic programs that they've told themselves actually perfectly correlate with their relationships that they have, either with families or friends or co-workers or workplaces. And one of the hardest things that we had to unpack with everyone today is as you change and shift your frequency and your vibration, your relationships are going to change too, because you're going to have to lovingly put up boundaries that separate you from unhealthy situations or unhealthy people. And it's not because you love them less, it's because you love yourself more. And that's all I wanted to share. So I hope that made sense. If you guys have any questions about that concept, post it here. But I just wanted you to know that Abby, stop digging my lawn. Leave it alone. My dog, you guys, like she's just, she's digging. She's like standing in her hole now. What was I going to say? I want you guys, if you are one of these people that self-sabotage, or you just feel like you don't have enough willpower, or you just, you don't think your body is capable of healing, I really, really encourage you to go back and focus on mindset, do workshops or anything like that. I don't know when we're going to be doing our mindset workshop again, but if there's enough interest, we'll probably do it again in the next few months. But you guys, it has been such an honor to see this group of 20 women start changing their lives and start shifting. And at first the shifts are like so powerful, but also really uncomfortable, because these women are like stepping into their power, and it's scary because they didn't realize they had so much power to begin with. And what does that mean when you have all this power? Like the sky is the limit, right? And so I highly encourage you, if you're on a healing journey, do not bypass mindset, because you will find that you're constantly getting stuck over and over and over, because you are in these patterns of how can I call it? These patterns of not healing. And that's it. Any questions, concerns, comments before there you go. This is so important. Thank you. I need to get back to regular yoga as it's my ultimate self-care. Yes, I love that. You guys, also I will post some podcasts that I did with Aubrey Taylor about conscious reprogramming and subconscious reprogramming and the difference between the two, because there's a huge difference. And so for those of you who are like, I've done affirmations, they don't work for me, there's a reason why. There's a reason why they're not working, because you're trying to reprogram the subconscious program. You're trying to reprogram the conscious program, but you actually need to penetrate the subconscious and change that. So when you do affirmations a certain way, you're only dealing in the conscious realm and not the subconscious realm. Super helpful. Yay, I'm so glad. Oh no, you guys are amazing. Thank you. I've been so empowered in my health thanks to you. I am so happy to hear that, Katie. And here's the thing is, like, what I do is I mirror to you what you're capable of. All right. And so thank you for being here and taking the time to heal yourselves. And taking, knowing that you can actually take your power back. If there are no questions, can I just borrow your brain? This is why I'm here, because I just try to information dump everything in my brain to you guys, whether it's through podcasts or workshops or posts or the membership. So you don't have to borrow my brain. I'm already giving it to you guys. Yes, go get some vitamin D. Don't forget, there is the D-Minder app that can also help you track how much vitamin D you're absorbing and which times of day is best, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope that made sense, you guys, with the mindset stuff. Look at my stories. I'm gonna post the podcasts that I have done with Aubrey, all about mindset and why it's important. Oh yay! I'm sorry. Podcast on repeat. You're probably so tired of my voice. Awesome. Okay, I'm glad you guys use the D-Minder app. If there's no other questions, I'm gonna say goodbye. Can you talk NAET sometime? I could, but I don't know that much about it. I've done it before, and it's really fantastic. But yeah, that's the one that a lot of chiropractors do, isn't it? I'm gonna have to brush up on my NAET. That was a few years ago when I did that. So, okay, no other questions? Okay, I'll say goodbye to everyone. So, love you all. You're all doing amazing things. Look at my stories for the podcast episodes that we talk about this whole thing with Aubrey Taylor and how you can actually tap into your subconscious programming. And I'll also put there, if you guys are interested in another workshop, we were going to do it twice a year, but seeing the transformation of these women, you guys, has been sacred. It's been such an honor to sit with these 20 women and look at how their lives are starting to change in just 1 week. And it feels spiritual, because it is spiritual, because when you start tapping into your godly power, because we were all inherited with this ability to co-create in this world, because we come from heavenly lineage, right? We are heavenly beings. And so we have this power to create whatever we want to in our lives. We just don't realize we're on autopilot, and these autopilot programs are just not serving us because someone gave it to you, and probably someone who had trauma back in the day. And so they were just downloading their trauma programs into you. Oh, D-Minder app. If you just go into the App Store, you can download the D-Minder app. And yeah, I know Apple definitely has it. I don't know about the other ones. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. But I'll post those podcasts. Yes, we use it for my son and would love to see how it correlates with healing. Okay. Awesome. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Love you all. And look at my stories for the swipe ups for the podcast that I did with Aubrey. And let us know if you guys want another workshop sometime in the next few months. We might end up doing it 3 times a year versus twice a year. But yes, talk to you guys later. Bye.